Hello, my name is Melissa Shepard, and this is my clinical field experience D intervention implementation video for SPED 470 in Professor Trone's class. In my initial conversation with a certified special education teacher, we discussed all 4 of his students that are in this integrated 7th grade on-level algebra class. The 4 special education students receive a wide range of services from only monitoring to the 100 minutes a week. All 4 of these students struggle with basic concepts, multiplication, multi-step problems, word problems with reading issues, and the student that we have chosen for me to work with has issues with memory, retention, and organization. The organization was not so much discussed with the special education teacher or the general ed teacher. It was discussed with the student himself. He feels that organization is part of his issues, so that's one of the things that we implemented to make him feel more comfortable and more successful in the classroom. The assignment that we worked on while implementing my strategies was simple interest. We made note charts together that he was able to keep. The first one had the formula on it. Capital I equals capital P times R times T with the definition of each letter. Capital I is interest, capital P is principal, capital R is rate, and T is time. We also included on this sheet time change from months to years in decimal form, such as 3 months equals 3/12, which is the same as 0.25 years. 6 months is the same as 6/12, which is the same as a half or 0.5 years, and so on, going from 3 months all the way to 24 months. On the back side of the sheet, we recorded steps and action chart. On one side of the chart, the steps for solving the problem, and then on the right side of the chart was the action column, which had an example of the problem in each step. These notes were then placed in a plastic sleeve and kept in the classroom on the wall by his desk, and a copy was placed in his binder for his use at home. This intervention covers the organizational issues because the notes are being left in the classroom where they are accessible to him, and covers the memory and retention issues by him having the correct formula for him to use at all times, which will help with muscle memory and eventually retention. One change I would make to this would be to also have a multiplication table available for the student, but these students are allowed to use calculators, so the multiplication table wasn't necessary. The student can take this intervention and use it at home by setting up an area to complete his work and have his notes there and available at all times, which then they would also be available if he needed any assistance from his parents. They could see the formulas and an example on the note sheet as to how it was expected to be completed. This is my clinical field experience D, and thank you for watching.